All right. Hi, everybody. We're live here with good old Jer. We're going to probably hopefully get Cannon Man in here. Oh, man. Stinky Potatoes is in here right away. Yeah, he lives in Kansas. The Cincinnati Kid. What's up, man? The stupid Bearcats had a 22-point lead with 10 minutes left. What the hell happened? Jers comfy on the couch. He's got the blanket and everything. Loyola Chicago's beating K-State. What is this? Start of the second half right now? We got good old Eddie sitting right next to me, too. He don't want to say hi, though. So Tim and Therapy were the only ones that met up. I thought everybody was supposed to meet up in Birmingham. But whatever. A buddy of yours burned all of his Cincinnati gear after the game. Well, there you go. He must not be a fan anymore. Holy, Chicago's up by 12. What's everybody up to this fine weekend? Oh, there's a 3. They're up to 15. Look out. Loyola's coming. Final 4. What's up, Tokyo Joe? I just couldn't stay in that kiddies chat. I was getting a headache trying to listen to everybody. Jesus. Yeah, Tokyo Joe. I'm a big fan of that Graham Hancock. He's been on the Joe Rogan podcast a lot, too. Him and Randall Carlson. They got a lot of good things to say. Where the heck's Cannon Man? He's supposed to come in here. Cannon Man, the link's up above there, man, if you're in here. I don't even know if you're in here or not. Oh, boy. Go get him, Eddie. Eddie's being lazy right now, too. Uh-oh. Jerry's got his pen out. He's doing homework.
Writing bad checks.
Oh, man.
It's falling. I can't get up.
What's up? Nice to see you. Yeah, Seaside Mark used to be married to some girl that lived in Egypt back in the day. He's at McDonald's. I believe that. What are you looking up? Horse racing? Jers doing horse racing. Homework.
That means your team. Krutwig is out. You can rebound. Krutwig is out. You can hit the offensive board. And also, the guards can go by fast. They kill crossbow plays. That's what Nevada did early. Got Krutwig in some foul trouble.
Nice to see you. I don't believe anything, man. I have no idea. That's what he just says all the time. Oh, 4-point play.
We illustrated this play earlier to tell young kids that there's many options off of this play. This is a flare by Krutwig. Remember earlier in the game, they missed the shot. But look, he catches it off the flare. Hands off. So many options.
It's different over here in the States than in the UK. I have this thing called Cox cable here. Yeah, Cincinnati kid. They're going to be up 15 here in a second.
Richardson was 1 for 9 from behind the arc entering this game here tonight. Richardson, 4 for 5.
I can't see anything sitting over there. Where the heck's Cannon Man at? Jer, everybody wants a wave. Can you even see them?
One of these?
He's going to go jump in the lake. It's going to get windy later. Well, Eddie took my spot. Don't look at me like that. What's up, Dan? Yeah, I watched some of Hyperlink stuff. Wonder how Paul's doing. I haven't, well, maybe I just missed him, but I haven't seen him on in a little bit. Jared's looking up horse racing stuff. Oh, are you looking at those guys' picks or whatever?
No, I was looking at the results of the $1 million Louisiana Derby.
Well, there was $1 million race. Therapy's at Tim's right now. Why aren't they live then? What's up, Poppy? How did I hear about you? What are you talking about, man? I was probably one of the first ones on YouTube. Oh, you guys started watching me. I came on when James Petherick was still doing vids and stuff. It was like me, James, Timmy, and Seaside Mark way back in the day. What's up, Smith from Scotland? Yeah, we're doing good. Uh-oh. We got a great guy in here, Jer. The atheist priest is in the house.
Where the deer and the cantaloupe play.
Maybe we gotta listen to Charles Barkley sing. Where the deer and the cantaloupe play.
No, Dan, it sure ain't what it used to be. It's a little crazy now. Oh, atheist priest was at Woodbine today. He scored huge on roulette. There you go. Is Woodbine running? Probably.
Suppose, yeah.
That's in Canada, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I knew you were in Canada, atheist priest. But... What's up, Arnold?
Yes, triplets.
I'm one kind, baby.
Which all new view of the Regal would you
They don't
choose?
simulcast it at William Tell. They do it. Horseshoe.
I'm missing Tim's disco. Oh well, I'll see it later. What do I think of the gov? The governor? Well, I'm banned in all of his chats before I even say anything, so he doesn't really like people that have common sense, I don't think. So I don't get to talk to him all that much. So whatever. What do I care?
Spend your life living. Find an advisor at Northwestern
There you go, Smith. You're in Vegas. That'd be nice.
Bet on Loyola at Chicago. Second half.
Were they getting points? They had to have been getting points for this game.
1.5. So.
K-State's definitely not playing. Yeah, it is what it is. Whatever. I ain't even worried about him. I don't get too involved with all the madness. I think it's funny we got all these vegans on our chats now out of nowhere. I sent him a message on the video I did at the end of last time. I just told him, please don't try to recruit me. As a human being, I didn't climb to the top of the food chain to eat carrots. So, but I never got a message from any of them. Jer's bracket's done.
Before it started.
Did Jer go to Walmart today? Yeah, we were actually at Walmart. We got some crap. Not too much. Oh, Jer, you look 20 years younger without your glasses.
That X Nation is probably their best bet to fight their way back into this game. He is a 3-point.
I got carded at Hooters the other night.
He has 10 thus far.
I'm sure we do. Every type of food around here is probably bigger than what you guys get in the UK. That's why everyone around here is overweight. I did go to the gym again earlier. Made me feel like I did something. Oh, man. We're up by 17. Your hair sticks out through the back of your cap, somebody said. Okay.
Sticks out my nose and ears, too.
And other places we don't want to talk about.
Party's about over.
Well, if you keep missing layups, it's going to be over real fast. No, they can make a layup, though.
Turn out the lights. The party's
Looks like that nun prayed extra hard for Loyola today. heck's Candid Man? I'm going to text his dumbass.
Yeah, where is Sammy Davis?
Sammy Davis?
Candyman. You're not old enough.
Oh, I get it.
I get it.
Moving in together and getting two of everything thing. Those fur cases are during it for real babies thing. That one for me, one for you. Us together for the rest of forever thing. Buy one iPhone 8 and get one iPhone 8 on it. Plus get AT&T unlimited for $40 per month.
All right. Sorry, guys.
One for you and thing. That's our thing.
Ryan Owen. What's up, buddy?
Really grateful to USA.
Do you have Wolverhampton horses there? Second favorite always comes in as long as your bet in the 6 chances 2-1, 3-1. Wolverhampton, that's where Adam's from, but we can't really bet that crap over here, man.
You serve too.
We're the hell and we're USA members for life.
See how much you could save with USAA by bundling auto and home insurance. Get a quote today.
Here you go. Jer will like that. Atheist priest. What do you call a nun in a wheelchair? A virgin mobile. What's up, Canner? Oh, yeah, we're watching Laylola kill K-State. Cannon Man's still in Kitty's room. I couldn't take the madness anymore. I had to get out of there. What have you been up to, Cantor? He's in Minnesota.
Anything is possible.
Oh, we're going to have a visitor, everybody. Look out. It is 6:30 here. Soon, Canner. I'm already watching the Royals every time they're on.
Hey Siri, show me the March Madness games.
They don't look too bad, to be honest, for losing a bunch of their top guys. They keep playing Gordon in center field, though, which I don't know about that.
National championship 1963, 2013, their first year in the Valley. Milton Doyle was a big piece. They won the CBI Prince in 2015. And then Custer transfers in. Marcus Towns transfers in 2017. A guy who had NCAA tournament experience. And this build is all coming together.
I better put this stupid thing on again. Uh-oh.
Big stage of the NCAA.
Hey, now.
Look who's in here.
Hi, Sammy Davis.
What's up, Jer?
Not much. Looking for a winner at Kentucky Derby.
Oh, we did pretty well. I may have to come home again, and we'll have to bet a couple races.
Just bet number 5. It don't matter who it is.
How was Kansas, Jer?
Sucked. Nothing to do.
No. That's pretty much Kansas. I've driven through Kansas on several occasions, and if you blink, you'll miss the cows. No. Kansas is a pretty boring state. I have to say, Nebraska I thought was boring driving across, but Kansas was worse.
Town didn't even have a bar.
Oh yeah, well, you know what that crazy Baptist church group is from there, Westboro or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
that's enough in itself.
The Christians, you mean?
No, these aren't Christians. These are fanaticals. They think that soldiers, military soldiers are they should die. You know, death to the military, death to everything, because somehow they're slighting God, their God, whoever it is.
My favorite group, and I think I'm going to join them, Candy Man. I'm going to go to the mountains of West Virginia and go to that chapel where they hold rattlesnakes and stuff.
Yeah, that's
bit and die like every freaking week.
Those are Pentecostals.
Yeah, they're awesome.
No, they're dead.
Just on YouTube right now, like one of the top stories, some guy in India who was the top king cobra snake, you know, all the tourists went and saw him, I kissed him and did all that. Well, he got bit and died.
Yeah. Well, look, in Oklahoma, they have rattlesnake roundups. I've been to one, and it's a big round circle full of rattlesnakes. And it's a big festival they have every year. And the weeks leading up to it, you got idiots out there looking under rocks for rattlesnakes so they can fill this big pit up with rattlesnakes and then enlighten the public about rattlesnakes and then kill them all and make stuff out of their skins. It's outrageous.
When I was in like 7th grade, we took a trip to Seattle. But on our way back, we stopped in Alliance, Nebraska. Some of my family lived there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we stayed with, it was on my mom's side, I don't know, some cousins or something like that. The basement of this freaking house was literally filled with rattlesnake skins. Like I was scared and I had to sleep down there. And we would go out to the sand hills and, oh, just be careful for the rattlesnakes. I was like, oh, Jesus. It's like, don't worry. I got stuff to kill them.
They weren't rattlesnake skins. They were used condoms.
Yeah, I've actually walked up on a couple like what you were. Hey, Arnold, what you were talking about. My grandmother, she's long gone. On my father's side, is from Western Nebraska. Walked out in the backyard and on the sidewalk because it was warm. There was a rattlesnake coiled up there when I was a kid. So I ran inside and told my dad. And by the time we got back out, it was gone. And then there's some hiking areas out there in some of the hills, the Scottsbluff National Monument, Wildcat Hills, and there's rattlesnakes all over out there. And unless you step on them, they're not going to hurt you.
Yeah, Tim, Jer was just looking that up. The Louisiana Derby. Is that what you were looking up? Noble Indy won. Mm-hmm. So there you go. But also that guy, how he made a living in Alliance was he made paintings of like Indians and like their chief's head. But instead of using paint, he would fill them in with arrowheads that he found out there. There was like a ton of arrowheads like on their property. And so that stuff was worth a lot of money, I guess.
Did you ever get out to Western Nebraska, Matt?
Just Alliance when I met those guys. That's about it.
Make a point of it sometime in the future. Maybe take the little guy out there. Go out to Chimney Rock, Courthouse and Jail Rock, Scottsbluff National Monument. I mean, there's some really cool stuff out there. And then you go north up to there's a fort up in the very northwest part of Nebraska. It actually used to house prisoners from World War II, let alone it was a army fort during the Indian Wars out there. It's just, there's so much history out there. People don't realize that Nebraska actually had several World War II POW camps in the state where they'd actually shipped the POWs. And a lot of them came back to the United States and to the same area because they were prisoners, but they were like farmed out to farmers to work for them. And they loved it so much here. When they were shipped back to Germany, they actually turned around and came back to the United States and homesteaded.
Yeah,
there's a lot of history that people don't realize. It's pretty neat, actually.
And plus, Jer was born here. Talk about history.
Oh yeah,
Ancient.
I'll be right back. I need to go grab another glass of wine because
he's drinking wine tonight. Look out, everybody!
It's Cabernet Sauvignon. It's a cheap bottle that somebody gave me. Something of the vine. It's actually not too bad though. I can stomach it, but it's my off night from the gym. Had a long day at work. Decided to have a pizza and a bottle of wine. That's pretty lame.
I went to the gym early this morning.
No gym for me today. I'll be right back.
What's up, Robert? Did you get your insurance figured out, man? Because holy crap, we're getting ripped off. Yeah, Dan, Jer is my real uncle.
Funny uncle.
But Walking Dead, man, if you go up and just click on my link thing, you should be able to join us. Or if anybody else wants to. Yeah, they have at the Horseshoe, I think they have that double down or split for free thing, don't they? What's it called? Free bet, blackjack?
I think it's just a Harris.
Oh, Harris? I thought it was at Horseshoe. The push 22 rule sucks. Okay. Hey, Becky, what's up? Jer's still doing homework for horse racing, so look out.
Uh-oh. Are you guys going downtown tonight?
Probably not. We might go play pool or something. I don't know. But there's the other basketball game's on after this, so.
I haven't been to casino since February sometime. I thought about possibly going tonight, but to keep myself from going, that's one of the reasons why I cracked open a bottle of wine, because I felt like going and I didn't want to go. I've been out of the loop for a while. I want to stay that way.
We were there earlier. I couldn't hit anything. I think I lost like $600.
Yeah, last time I went, I think I dumped $3,000, and I'd do it again if I went. So I just decided to sit back.
Next time you feel like going to the casino, send me $1,500 and you have a smile on your face.
Yeah, you got the system.
I'm
saving you $1,500.
There you go. Because yeah,
it'll be gone the next day though. Either way.
Okay,
no, Stinky. I don't live in the UK. I live in the United States.
How many points do you have on your card before you have to be diamond again?
Well, it was 1,500, but in November they changed it to 2,500 to eat there. So I'm still a diamond, but I can't eat there in another week.
But once you get to 2,500, you can. Or...
Jared, just go rob a bank. It's worth it. Take the shot. Rob a bank if you.
I did, but it was a sperm bank.
I was gonna say, if you get away with it, you get your diamond status, all of it. You'll be in there.
We don't think too much about it, Dan, or I don't. I don't care about the history between the UK and the US. I don't want to debate that crap.
Without debating that crap, to honor Matt's channel because he doesn't want to talk about it. But quickly, the past is the past. See, this is one of the things where South, fails to see. He likes to talk about the UK's colonialism and what they do and bad, bad, bad. But every country on earth that's had any kind of power has tried to do things like that. The UK tried to colonize the United States, and we decided we weren't going to let that happen. But we don't hate the UK for that. At least I don't. And we've helped out other factions. I've been personally involved in some of those situations, and it's just the way it is, man. It's the way the world works. You help somebody if they're trying to help your cause, and if they turn on you later, then they become your enemy. And guess what? It's never going to end. So, to write books about it and carry this hatred forever about something that happened, anywhere from 20 to 300 years ago, it's not going to help you. Move on, man. Get with the moment, and it's ignorant, in my opinion. But yeah, so no, nobody harbors any bad feelings toward the UK. In fact, you're our closest ally by a long shot. By a long shot. So there you go.
Yeah. Friendly fire, US. No, we were just trying to kill you. We just had to tell you it was friendly fire. Look at this game. Chicago's up by 21.
No, I mean we've we've been the controllers of pawns on both sides against the communists back in the Cold War, against other powers to test weapons out, if nothing else. It sounds hideous, but it's just the way it is, man. I mean, Angola, perfect example. We support one side, they support the other side. It's all Afghanistan. They talk about it in the 80s with Russia coming in there. Who do you think supplied the Mujahideen, as you call it, the freedom fighters? It was us, and we enabled them to kick Russia the fuck out of Afghanistan. Was it in our best interest at the time? Yes, to stop the spread of communism, but it wasn't in our best interest to allow their crop of opium, poppies, to continue, which funds, more illegal activity. But it was more important to beat communism. And we knew we'd have to, at some point, deal with those that we trained, because once you give somebody a taste of power, they want it all. And that's why nothing is ever going to change. And it's going to continue to be like that forever. So you either deal with it, but you can't hide to it. All these snowflakes, make peace, not war. There's somebody ready to stomp on their ass. They're ready to stop. Pacifists would be crushed in a day if we embraced their analogies. I mean, it's ridiculous. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to rant, but that just
Keep going, Ken.
I don't understand how people can think that way. Yeah, that's not politics, really. It's more kind of how you believe, how you perceive the world climate. It's not real strict politics, I don't think. Is it, Stinky? What do you think?
Jers drinking too. Straight vodka.
Ooh.
Oh boy, he'll be like Grant the other day. Grant passed out on the stream. Oh my God.
That should not be in your house, Matthew.
It's water.
It's water. Ice water.
Okay.
Yeah, I just keep a bottle of vodka hanging around.
Arnold, there's nothing wrong with being anti-war, if that's what you believe, as long as your type is the minority. Because if you ever become the majority, there's going to be some hideous man that's just going to come in and crush you because you're going to let your defense down. Balance is good. It's good to have a dissenting opinion, I guess you could say. But there is no such thing as anti-war. Do you think Switzerland, as a neutral country, survives because they're anti-war? They survive because they got enough money to allow others to protect them. I mean, Japan after World War II, we didn't allow them to rearm, but we covered their ass, and only recently are they able to, have some sort of defense. Colonialism is bad, but at the time, it wasn't bad because they were colonizing undeveloped countries. So it's almost like the English coming to the United States and driving the Native American, west. It's not the same as today. Look at technology in the last 60 years. I mean, it's unprecedented. You can't compare that. That's like the vegans were talking to me about, slavery. Well, do you believe in slavery is morally correct? No. But that was 150 fucking years ago. It doesn't apply to today. What applies to today is what's going on today. Colonialism in the 1700s doesn't apply to today. It doesn't happen today.
In more important matters, no, Jared does not watch Seaside Mark. Holy crap. Can you imagine if Jared was in there? But anyways, Candid Man, have you ever tried this? This is like the best crap ever. I still have some. I don't know if you can see it. But it's Holiday Mountain Dew. It's regular Mountain Dew and Code Red mixed together.
Wow.
It's good stuff.
Give that to a 6-year-old and stand back and watch the fun.
I am. I'm drinking it tonight. What do you think's happening?
He's bouncing off the walls. No, Arnold, there's nothing wrong with being. I'd love there to be peace throughout the world. I'd love there to be no more war, but it's never going to happen because war stimulates the economy, period. And there's always going to be a tyrant ready to walk in and take over when somebody's in a weak state. And that's human nature. That's not anything but human nature. So if you embrace that and try to prepare for it, you'll have more peace through deterrence than you will through diplomacy, in my opinion.
Yeah, fun drinks over here. This is what we're watching, everybody. Loyola Chicago and K-State. Oh, they're with an 18. Look out. Here comes K-State. You can't see crap on my computer. Jesus.
I hope you don't have crap on your computer. That would be smelly and stinky.
James Wilson from Washington says hi. Long time no talk, Jer.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Can you move in? Yeah, come on over.
Bring cash.
Yeah, this is my house, Arnold.
He's sitting downstairs in the living room.
Yeah, I'm usually upstairs in my other living room, or whatever you want to call it.
It looks like it was a sunny day in Nebraska.
Not really.
No, those are lights.
Oh, okay.
It's cloudy out.
It's
Rainy.
cold as hell. It was raining all night last night, but like 30 degrees out. It's freaking cold. Here's my yard, everybody. My backyard, anyway. Oh, look.
Where's Eddie?
Eddie. There's a rabbit. Eddie, come here, buddy. Oh.
Lives under the shed?
Yeah.
Show my guest house.
Yeah, there's where Jers stays.
What? That's Trailer Park Boys. What's the guy's name that lives in the shed?
Yeah. But
we're gonna have.
I literally have like 3 or 4 rabbits, and I just gave up on them. They're my pets now. Sometimes I feed them. I don't care. They can stay with me.
What we're having tonight, Hassenpfeffer.
Huh?
We're having tonight, Hassenpfeffer.
Yeah. I'm gonna start a fire on this thing and roast some rabbits. I gotta do a lot of. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the backyard this summer, but I gotta do something else than just this
Put it in a
crap.
swimming pool.
That was the plan at one point.
Can you have a gazebo?
A casino in the backyard?
No.
Yeah, you want to come over and play?
A gazebo.
Oh, gazebo.
Yeah, we're putting a casino on the
No, I'm putting a casino back there. What are you talking about?
I'm going to dealers.
Come on, buddy. Oh, fine. You want to stay out there? Go get the rabbits then.
Jer, you wouldn't be able to handle that side of the table. You want to bet too bad.
You make money on that side.
Yeah, you'd be trying to beat the players. You'd laugh when you won a hand. Yeah!
Wait, you mean I get the money?
You piss everybody off at the table. The dealer's supposed to go, oh, man, I'm sorry. That way they get tips. You're going to be over there going, yeah.
Instead of putting the tips in the tip jar, I put it in my pocket. I'd laugh one day.
Hey, they used to do that. You know, I remember when you used to give the dealer a tip and they would put them in their pocket. And I liked it that way because you got some dealers that are dicks and I wouldn't give them a dime. And the good dealers that earn all the tips have to share it with those dicks.
Yeah.
There was a guy that was on a cruise. He was a roulette dealer. A buddy of mine goes out of Miami on a lot of those casino cruises. And so what he would do is when he'd get back off the cruise, he would hook the guy up afterwards personally with money versus giving him a tip, you know, on the boat where he had to split it up with the other idiots. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool.
They do that actually sometimes in the U.S. too. Or like now, like when I hit that high hand bonus thing. Oh God, when was that? Like 3 years ago. I think I got like 5,500, but the winner of it got like 20,000, and the other guy got like 16,000. We all met the dealer after his shift when he got off. Then we all left, and I think I only tipped him $100, but the other guys gave him more because we didn't want them to have to share the tips for dealing with the high hand thing.
Well, my buddy did it on the boat because the roulette dealer let him pass post. So, he made money and the roulette dealer made money.
You guys want to see my kitchen? What food I have? American food. Oh, it's so exciting.
And now, what's in Matt's refrigerator? Da, 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 da.
Nothing.
Da, 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 da.
Whatever it is, it's green.
You get cold. Huh? You get the rabbit? Did you get the rabbit?
Well, here's some cereal, everybody. So excited. Well, let me make sure we got Fruity Pebbles, Reese's Puffs, and Cheerios. So exciting.
Where are the Fruit Loops?
Here's just some junk. We got Cheetos, Chipotle Ranch. We got Doritos in there. We got some for Tyler whenever he comes home. Some Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. Some Scooby snacks. Regular chips. I like to put cheese on them. Stick them in the microwave. What else do we got? We got some pistachios. Some Star Crunch chocolate crap. Ramen noodles. And these are like ramen noodles too.
It's funny because your video's behind your voice. So
I know.
You're pulling stuff out that you've already talked about. So you pulled the Cheetos out, and it was the chips, and it was kind of.
But whatever. We got some fish, like Kipper snack things. This is like salmon. When my dad was in Vietnam, they used to eat Kipper snacks all the time. So when I was a kid, I ate these all the time, and I didn't really understand that they were gross, but I liked them. This was the kind my dad always got back in the day. So I don't know. I eat these a lot just because I kind of grew up on that food. Good old Kipper snacks. What's in here? So interesting, everybody. We got some lemonade stuff, milk, salsa crap, eggs, cheese, leftovers from last night, hard salami.
Where's the beef?
Pastrami, cheese, all sorts of kinds of cheese, hot dogs, ham. Don't tell the vegans. Cheese, everybody, yay. Like other crap in there. I know this is very exciting. We got some deer meat steaks, chicken, lasagna. God, we got all sorts of crap in here. Bread. Woohoo. Some ripe bananas. Summer sausage. Peanut butter. And then like noodles and all sorts of stuff to like make spaghetti with, and all my smoking stuff's up there. I smoke a lot of meat out here. And just a bunch of just noodle crap. This stuff's really good. I'm a big fan of that. Like stuffing mix. You know, all the essentials. Oh, here you guys go if you're vegan and you're in here watching this. This is big in the vegan diets. Then spices. So very exciting. Oh, I got this thing that turns around. I got all sorts of like soup, sugar, oatmeal, all that crap. Beans, like canned goods and crap down here. Stuff to make chili with. There you go. Lovely kitchen stuff, huh? Candid, are you still here? You're quiet now.
He passed out.
He passed out.
On the computer.
Oh, we lost Candid, man.
No, I was muted because you were discussing what was in your kitchen, and I didn't want to bother you while you were going through your kitchen stuff.
Oh, it was so exciting, wasn't it?
It was. But anyway, Demon's here.
What's up, Forethoughts? What's up, Demon? Even though I can't see you, I need to figure that out.
Demon.
Oh, God. He's in the chat. Get in there.
No, it's me. That was me. That was my demon voice.
No, I don't smoke a lot of weed. We smoke meat out here. Good old James. Matt, you watching Parker Joshua? Nope. I don't know what the hell that is.
Hey, Forethoughts.
Can you see us? Yeah, I see you, Forethoughts. I don't know what happened to Demon on my stuff. Oh, I thought Demon was in here. Where'd he go?
That was me.
Oh, it was you?
Demon.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I could do a good demon voice.
Matt, what are you doing? Matt.
YouTube never phases to
Oh, Forethoughts trying to get in. He's getting the 500 internal errors sometimes. You'll get that if they send you the invite from the link on the contacts. If they pull it off the top of the page, you should be able to get in.
Oh, Diane's in here. Hi, Matt, Eddie, and Jers. Yeah, Eddie's here too. You want to say hi, buddy?
Say hi. Wait.
Oh, the 500 internal errors in the YouTube chat, Forethoughts. I looked those up on the chat page. There's really no cure for it. Time is what cures that. I've seen several threads on how to try to make it go away. It's YouTube servers. It's not anything you can do about it. It just occurs.
What's up, Craig? Yeah, I know Anthony Joshua. I watched his his fight, last one.
Honestly, I think what happens is YouTube servers now with all this chat and the Hangouts, I think they run out of room. Yahoo was famous for, they would only let 50 people in a room at a time. And once you hit 50, you could not enter a chat room. And that's how they kept that sort of thing from happening, from overloading their servers. YouTube doesn't, as far as I know, have a limit on how many people can come into a chat room. So I want to think, and it's pure speculation, that that's probably what's going on. But because sometimes I can be on one of the UK's chats, but in the United States, I can't read the chat. It just gives me the 500 error, and vice versa. So it's not I know it's not my system, my account. So it has to be on the YouTube side.
We got Ian JS in here. Who are you, man?
Yeah, I'm a Walking Dead guy.
Oh, awesome.
This
What's
is my
cool?
other account. I really like your videos, man.
I don't know why.
They keep me from gambling.
Well, good. But yeah, you're the guy that's got the roommate that's got problems, huh?
Yeah, he's a crazy dude. That's one of the things I kind of wanted to talk to you about. That's why I messaged you the other day.
Yeah.
Every time he seems to get money, like we're in college, and he just, every time he comes into money, he drives up 2 hours just to go to the casino.
Yeah, it's how it is for a lot of people.
And
I
it's
think Kennedy
frustrating
was talking
because,
to
like,
you too.
I try talking to him, and like his parents have talked to me about it, and like I keep telling him to like do only what he can afford, but he doesn't listen.
It's got to self-exclude, man. It's the
Yeah.
only way. It's the only way, especially stateside. You don't have the online exposure that you do in the UK and Europe. So in the States, the best way is to self-exclude. You got to talk him into self-excluding, because in the States, in most places, if you walk into a gaming floor, even if you're not playing and you're self-excluded, it's trespassing. They can ticket you at the least and take you down, and put you in a cell overnight if they want to. And if you were to hit a jackpot because they didn't see you come in, which casinos are famous for letting you come in and lose your money, and if you win, then they'll say, "Oh, you're self-excluded. You can't collect." And once they realize that they're not going to be able to collect, they won't go. It will break the cycle. And I highly, highly recommend you get him to do that. But you can't do it for him. He's got to do it in person.
I keep telling him actually to join Gamblers Anonymous, but we live in a small town in Texas, and they don't have that here. And he really wants to go to it, but we don't know how to get him to one. And I tell him that there's ones online.
He doesn't, honestly, it may or may not work, but as long as he has the ability to go into a casino, he's going to go. The difference between gambling and alcohol is gambling is you can't tell somebody's been gambling unless you're looking in their wallet. You can tell if somebody's drinking. You know what I mean? And I think Matt can attest to that. Gambling is the quiet addiction, and you got to get him to self-exclude. If he drives up to Oklahoma to those casinos, I don't know. Check into how you have to self-exclude in Oklahoma. You may be able to go to one location and exclude from everything, or you may have to go to each place. But you got to, self-exclusion is the way to do it. I'm telling you from experience, that's the way to do it. That'll break the cycle.
And it's not even just like the casino. Like, even when he's not even at the casino, he'll find ways to spend his money at other places. Like, he'll play these scratch tickets. He'll do he'll go to this like place called, he'll like go to game rooms. He'll go to like all these different kinds of places.
Well, what you need to check into is you need to check into whether or not your state lottery will allow you to collect on a lottery ticket if you're self-excluded. Okay? Because once he figures out that he can't collect, he's not going to spend his money on it. You understand what I'm saying? The occasional scratch-off ticket for $1 or the pull tab's big deal. That's not going to, that's going to get old quick. You want the rush of the casino, you want the rush of the possible big win, and when that's no longer there, you're going to bleed away from it. But check and see. I don't know how the Texas Lottery Commission works. I don't know how the Oklahoma Lottery Commission works. But I know in my state, if I'm self-excluded from the casinos, that also includes lottery. So if I went out and bought a lottery ticket and won, guess what? I'm screwed. I can't collect. It stays in the pot. And that's anything. That's a scratch-off ticket. Although you can go collect on a scratch-off ticket up to a certain amount where you bought it. But if it's anything significant, you got to go to one of the lottery offices to collect. They see you're self-excluded. You don't collect. That's a deterrence right there in and of itself, in my opinion.
Thank you so much for this advice, man. I'm definitely going to talk to him about that. And I think that's a great idea. Like,
remember, NGS, it's not always about the money. A gambler, an addicted gambler, and you're talking to one that used to be very, very deep in gambling. It's at some point the money isn't really what matters. It's the rush of the big win. And if you can't get the big win and you can't collect the big win, there's no use in doing it. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? It's not the $10 on the scratch card. Big fucking deal. It's walking in and playing that $1,000 hand of blackjack. It's winning that grand jackpot on a slot machine, or putting $100 on number 5, and those are the things that in that rush you're always chasing. You got to break that. You got to break that cycle, and taking away that possibility to collect on that. Even even the doubt of being able to collect on it will make you walk away from it. Can a man, may I ask what your trade was? No, I don't discuss my personal details. But no offense, it's just I don't discuss those things.
You want to hear the craziest thing? It was actually on YouTube today, and I knew this lady was doing it. She had won Powerball for $600 million, and she had sued Powerball because she didn't want to give out her name to get the money, and it came back that she was going to have to give out her name. And so she literally, this was a statement today, go on Yahoo, it's one of the main stories. Whoever the lady is said she's okay with her life and she doesn't need the $600 million then.
Oh my God.
So she's not going to cash in the check because she doesn't want her name to be so everybody knew she won $600 million. A little crazy to me.
You can always change your name, So you take the money and the next day you change your name. Hire a couple, financial advisors, a couple lawyers, shelter the money, get as much of the taxes back as you can out of it, and change your name. And if you're a female, change your name to a male name. Nobody will ever find you. You're going to have more notoriety by turning it down than you will by accepting it. And she'll figure that out soon enough.
Demon, what's your name, man? You said it was Northern something. I don't have any Northern something, anything on here. Like, I don't ban like anybody. There's a Michael Myers. All in ban. I don't care. All in ban most of these people, I guess. Not that I know who the heck they are.
I'll marry her. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'll marry her, get half. Or just have her buy me stuff and then pawn it on the side and put the money in a secret savings account in Switzerland. And then when you got enough money in there, kick her to the curb. I didn't say that out loud, did I? Sorry, ladies that may be listening. I'm not really like that.
I don't have any Northern people in here. I don't know why I can't see you, Demon. You have to be one of these other names.
You know what? You know what you may have to do? Do you see there, Matt, where it says top chat and live chat on the YouTube on the top of the chat?
Yeah, I tried that. It don't work.
Well, I just went to live chat because I thought I was missing something, and Ryan Owen showed up. It's weird.
I don't know.
But I don't see Demon in here now.
I think Demon's other channel is that Timmy125.
Oh, maybe he might have hidden me. Oh, so Demon, you're the other Timmy.
Yeah.
You dirty rat. You dirty rat.
Sorry, Demon, but I'm not stupid. I know who everybody is.
Hey, Matt, I've got a question for you. One of my buddies, and I know you play this a lot. One of my buddies says that the roulette machines on, like, at the casino that have the, computer touch screen, he thinks that there's a way that the machine lets out the ball for it to land in a certain number. Do you believe that?
What? There's actually a computer underneath there, and it's programmed to speed the wheel up sometimes, slow it down sometimes. Anytime you play roulette, you start thinking like that. Even if you play live roulette, it just is what it is. But there are certain patterns you can find that happen a lot on, like, those computer things, like the rapid roulette. Like, if 0 hits, the next time the ball spins, and I'm serious, like, it's always close to the 00. Like 0 and 00, like, hit back to back quite a bit on that thing. There's another one, Jared will laugh at me a lot, but like if 31 hits, 13 will hit like within 2 spins after that. Or if one of the black numbers in my section hits, there's a pretty good chance the black one in that section is going to hit again. It's just, but when you watch it so much and it keeps coming in like that, you just start thinking those types of things. But I don't know.
Right.
it's a computer, you know. It is what it is. But there are times where like like say the ball's going to go into 5, and then all of a sudden like an air thing shoots it to like the other side of the board, and you're like, what the hell just happened there? But whatever.
Yeah, they've proven that there's magnets on roulette wheels that can pop a ball out of a number or keep a ball out of a certain group of numbers. And I'm sure that they can launch that and get it to land in the least loaded area of the wheel versus what's been bet. But even dealers, croupiers can do that themselves. They're good enough to be able to know the speed of the wheel and be able to launch the ball and get it to land close to an area. Anybody that's practiced enough could probably do that.
That's what pisses me off about like casinos is just like they do every little like thing to try to like rip off people and not even give them a fair opportunity.
But remember this, and this is why I don't get sore about it. And I've lost probably more money than anybody in this YouTube group. It's your choice to go. Right. They're there for your entertainment. If you choose to walk in, you know what you're walking into. If there's it's not like taxes where you got to pay. This is something that you choose to do, hoping that you'll win or hoping that you'll be entertained. So as much as it makes me sore that they have the advantages that they do, Matt's a blackjack counter. He's a card counter in blackjack. That gives him about a 0.6% advantage over the house. If he's absolutely 100% accurate and plays 100% basic strategy. So even in that case, he would have to play for hours on end to make minimum wage without varying his bet enough for an experienced pit boss to know that he's counting and call discretionary shuffles on the shoe.
There's Lane.
Everybody knows you're a counter. You said it, so.
I know, but God, the stupid Ameristar people don't even let me in there. But like today, they didn't say a thing to me, so whatever.
Counting cards isn't illegal. I used to play in Atlantic City, and
well, it was. They'll make it seem like it. Well, I got kicked out of there numerous times.
Well, sure, they reserve the right. Any business reserves the right to serve or not serve anyone. And in a situation like that, in AC, we used to sit there, we'd play, and this guy would walk up. Everybody knew him, and he'd stand behind the table for half the shoe, and it was an 8-deck shoe. And he'd stand there, and then suddenly he'd come in with a black chip bet. And the dealer would say, checks play. And the pit boss would walk over and go, discretionary shuffle. Wouldn't take his bet, shuffle. They wouldn't kick him out. They just wouldn't take his action. And it would piss everybody off, and that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to piss off all the regular players, so they turn around and tell that jerk to get out of there because you're in a hot shoe, and all of a sudden they're shuffling the shoe because he walks up and drops 100, 200, 300, 400 down after watching the shoe. And when the count's advantageous to him, then he jumps in.
Oh, look out, everybody. Loyola Chicago, Final Four. You're about to see a nun. They got like this 99-year-old lady that's like their mascot. She's a nun for 78 years or something.
Who are they beating? Kansas State? Oh, yeah, 77.
Oh, there she is. I told you. There's the nun. She's the mascot. I'm sure.
What's her name? Mother Jean or something like that?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Well, they were in the Final Four in '63, believe it or not. The Ramblers.
Yeah, they hadn't been to the tournament in 33 years or something, though. So.
Well, Nebraska's never won a tournament game. That's so depressing.
Hey, don't worry about it. We got football.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't really talk about that too much either. The good game tonight's going to be Michigan and Florida State. That's going to be a great game.
It's on after this.
I still think Villanova's going to take it all.
They could. Very
I like Virginia.
Yes, forethought. She does dunk. She has a little help from the man above, and he lifts her into the air. tosses her through the hoop, ball and all.
I don't even know who people can see.
I want to see Billy Redden out of Deliverance film, the Banjo Boy. Yeah, that was a classic scene. That was a classic scene.
I wonder what that guy looks like nowadays.
I'll be right back. I gotta go fill up my glass of wine.
Oh, of course you do. James, where are you at? I thought you were going to come in here. Their coaches actually went to Creighton. There's what the kid from Deliverance looks like right now. Get in there. Can you guys see it? Oh, come on. There says there's 3 images, but it's only going to give me the one. Can you imagine how many people must go to his town just to get a picture with him? No, he's acted in that movie called Big Fish in 2003 he was in. And Born in Terror in 2009.
All right. That's it. That's the last glass of that bottle. I got a couple more. I don't know. Should I open another one? I got Pinot Grigio.
Oh, there's his other picture from Deliverance.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, he's on YouTube a lot?
No, Forethoughts. I'm sorry, Matt. I just wanted to answer Forethoughts. He didn't actually play the banjo, though, did he? No. Actually, they explain how that happened. There's actually a guy behind him, and it's not his hands that are actually playing. A guy was behind him, reached around, and actually played the banjo.
They did a reach around?
Yeah, it was a reach around.
You sure do have a pretty mouth.
Yeah. They wanted to make it as authentic as they could make it. No, they actually did. Yeah, a guy actually, an experienced banjo player, reached around and actually played that, and he just sat in a chair.
Play it.
Was that not a guitar string? What the hell are you doing?
I do got a guitar upstairs. I haven't played it for God knows how long.
I got my keyboards over here, Matt. You go get your guitar. I'll get out my keyboards. We'll jam. All we need is the drum player.
You know what's funny? Like on a keyboard or piano, I can play like classical music like Beethoven and all that crap. I can play fun stuff too. I wish I had a freaking piano around here. I'd play some stuff for you guys. You'd actually be pretty impressed, Gannon, man.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you.
My grandma, Jers' mom, used to play, and my dad, and I got, I think, something from my grandma. Like, I can play by ear, so, like, it's really weird. Oh, God, Arnold, you don't want to see the rougher side of town. I literally sold insurance in the ghetto. And what was that, Thursday? I should have done a video. I'll actually probably have to go back to give the guy his policy. I'll do a video when I go back and give it to him. I had to walk in. There was 3 fine gentlemen drinking malt liquor outside the front door where I had to walk in. I actually talked to them for a few minutes. They were kind of cool. They're like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, selling insurance, man. My boss took his gun with us inside there, and I'm not lying. He's like, "I think I'm going to take my gun in here." And he grabbed it. and stuck it in his pocket. I'm like, great. Now we got a gun, and all we're trying to do is sell insurance. No, I wasn't scared at all. I just felt like I was in a movie Friday. But the ghettos around here aren't nothing to mess with. There's a freaking killing in Omaha like every night, I think. They did the shut up, Cannon Man. Drunken ass. They did that show Cops in Omaha. They came to Omaha for one day. The camera guy got shot and killed at Wendy's. And so the next day they left and went back to Chicago where it wasn't as rough. Oh, God. And that was literally a block away from my AA meetings that I go to.
You loved it.
You know chopsticks?
How about Silent Night?
It is cool. Let's see, what else can I play here? Hang on. Let me pull something up. Hold on.
What's up, Impractical Audio? For your listening pleasure. I haven't seen you before. What's up, 19? Come on. I'll get up. What's up, John?
It just doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Hang on. Let me grab something else here real quick. Because that's just... I think I slowed it down.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
Let's listen to Candid Man, everybody. Do you actually know a song, or are you just pushing buttons?
Oh, yeah. I'll show you here in a second. I just got to find it.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'll let you know.
Play the Husker song. That's easy. Here, you entertain everybody, Jer. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab my... Oh, I didn't put the new spoons on. Damn.
There you go. Play Me to Z. Actually, I've actually composed a couple songs on the GarageBand. And one of my songs that I composed on GarageBand, and I'll let you guys go on the Scavenger Hunt of Your Life, is on YouTube. And it's an original song. And the funny thing about it is when I posted it, they gave me an instant copyright notice. So I wrote to YouTube and I said, "You're full of shit. That's an original song that I did myself." And they pulled the copyright notice off it. So bastards.
Were you using pre-made loops?
I used a combination of different things. There was probably a blend of about 7 different instruments. So there was no way that it could be copyright. There's just no way.
Yeah, YouTube can be weird about using like pre-made loops sometimes. I know people that make music in FL Studio that have used loops, and YouTube copyright strikes them too.
No, and I agree. And in some of the pre-recorded loops, they actually have names behind them and they have the artist behind them. A lot of the drum riffs have that. These are generic. It was just the way the song was put together. It sounded like a commercial at one point. Oh. You know what I mean? And so they automatically thought that, because there's if you ever listen to one of the best songs, there's two of the best songs I've ever heard were commercials. One was for an Amtrak train, and one was for Sherwin-Williams paint. And the makers of those songs made a lot of money doing them, and that's what they do for a living. And so short, and my song was actually for advertising. It was for business, and it got a copyright notice, which would have taken down that business, that advertisement that was, that's on YouTube. So pissed me off, man. And I wrote YouTube, and they immediately took it down. I just I ran it hard, man. I said, "You guys are full of shit. That's my original song." And sure enough, they took it down. So it was cool. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. What are you doing, Jared?
Just drinking.
That water?
Nice water.
Yeah.
Not nearly as good as that wine.
Well, Jared, I want you, while Matt's away, to go through the cupboards and make sure he's got nothing hidden in there. And if he does, you put it in your bag and you take it with you when you leave. And tell him I said you could do it. If you've got a problem, to talk to me.
I have this condition called esophagitis. So like I'm in college and all my friends like have a fun time and like drink a ton of alcohol, but I can't drink a whole lot of alcohol because if I drink like more than 2 drinks, I get incredibly bad like flaring up in my esophagus. Ooh. So it sucks because like I can barely even drink any alcohol.
You got to start injecting heroin then. Smoking weed, you know. I mean, there's got to be a byproduct somewhere. There's got to be an alternative to the alcohol, you know.
That's in the past for me. That's been gambling, but
yeah.
I've never done it in a addicted form. But that's like my form of kind of taboo recreation, if you want to call it that. But
I'm the dangerous gambler because I can walk into a casino and at the stakes that I play sometimes, I can literally empty my bank account. I mean, literally empty everything that I own because I get into a zone when I'm in a casino and I don't care about anything or anybody. Now, when I was home with Matt, it was funny. And I think it was just the irony of it. When I met Matt and Jers, I forgot my wallet. And so I always keep cash. I'm old school. There's always cash somewhere. You don't know what kind of vehicle I drive, so I don't have to worry about you stealing it. But there's always cash in my vehicle. And typically I always have cash somewhere just in case credit cards don't work. I have $400 in my Jeep. So, and then I won money. Jerry won me money at Horseman's at the horse track. And then I won some playing Keno. And then we went to the casino. And I had fun on, $450, me and Matt. But I literally, my intention when I came home, and I told Matt this, is I wanted to just grab 10 grand and get him to talk to somebody to get me a table to play blackjack in the back. I mean, and it would have been, it would have just been gone because I don't care how much I would have been up. I wouldn't have walked out ahead. The only way to get me to walk out ahead is if the casino closes. And I remember back in the day on the East Coast, there was casinos in Atlantic City. They would close at 4 a.m. and they'd open back up at 10 a.m. And it was the 3 to 4 a.m. rush where everybody was trying to win their money back before the tables closed. It was crazy. But that's why I'm a dangerous gambler. So I leave any credit cards. I'm fine now. I can sit here and say I'm never going to gamble again until I'm inside the casino. So I have to go with cash, and I can't have access to credit cards or anything else because I will literally spend everything. Is that crazy? I mean, and I'm talking thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
My God.
I mean, I'm out 7 figures in my lifetime gambling.
Jesus.
But it doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt me. I'm the same guy regardless, but it's something that, will eventually destroy you. It will eventually destroy you.
Yeah, like
mad murder story.
That's just like one of the things about gambling is like we'll drive up to, WinStar Casino in Oklahoma, and my roommate will be up $2,000 and he'll say that he's going to be done after hitting 1,500. One time he got all the way up to $2,000, and as we were walking out, He saw his favorite slot machine, spent $500 on it, hit nothing. Then he was going to walk out with his $1,500, spent all of it on roulette, and lost everything that he had won on blackjack. And I was really upset at him because he kept saying before he was going to stop, and he never stopped. And that's when I realized that it was a real problem.
It is, and that's I used to go with a friend and his sister, and this was our strategy because I could sit on a blackjack table and I could win $5,000 in 20 minutes. It was easy. I'd go with him, and then I would hand him my purple or orange chips, and I tell him, "Don't give them back to me." And then he would give them to his sister. She would cash them in and leave. And then I go back to my friend and say, "Give me some of those chips," and he goes, "They're gone." Because he'd give it to his sister and she would leave. And that was the only way I would be up. And then the next night we party like freaking rock stars with that money. I mean, and I had no urge to go gamble. I had no urge to go back to the casino. None whatsoever once I was out of there. But you had to get me out of there, and that was a difficult thing to do if I had money in my pocket or had access to money. It was crazy. It was crazy. And that's why I think online gambling, what I did and where I self-excluded is a state that I'm familiar with introduced online gambling. And as a protest to it, because I knew how bad it was, just from following the UK and Europe for many, many years, I decided that I was not going to go to any of the casinos in that state. So I disqualified myself from all those casinos for a year. It was amazing how much money I saved in that 1 year by not going. And that's why I say self-exclusion in the States is probably the most effective way to quit gambling. In Europe, no, because the online exposure is just overwhelming. But in the States, that's what you got to do. You got to self-exclude.
Yeah, I've heard the saying that gamblers, when they stop gambling, realize how rich they are and how much they can spend money on, so many things, so many other things in life.
And that's with any habit. That's with any habit. That's with people that shop. That's with people that have chemical addictions. That's with any habit, If you can break that, even smoking, if you can break that. I mean, the average smoker quitting smoking can save $2,000 plus a year easily, if not more, depending on how much they smoke. It is right there, Arnold, and it's a shame. It's a shame that there's no regulation basically at all when it comes to online gambling over there, because as soon as they shut down one, they'll open 5 more. And it's just, and they know that every time you self-exclude, you can just go to a different one the next day. It's amazing. And you can sit there and get drunk in the privacy of your own home and spend every dime you have. And that's the real reason I hated the online gambling being introduced in the 3 states in the U.S. is because there's no regulation of it. You can sit on your bed in your underwear with a bottle of whiskey and spend all your money. In a casino, supposedly, if they recognize you as being intoxicated, they can cut you off. How can they do that when you're in your own house?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I don't like. And they said, well, you can have spending limits. You can limit what you can spend. You can limit that. You're eventually going to get rid of those things. The true gambler is not going to limit what they can gamble. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
In Candid, I couldn't find my stupid guitar strings.
Thank God.
I'll have to go back. I know I just bought some, but Jerry must have taken them in some bag or something. I don't know.
You know what I used to do back home, Matt? In my little town, I had an old Sears guitar that my grandmother had. And I had a CB radio with a copper dipole antenna that I strung along the roof of our house. And I'd pull up an ultra low frequency channel and I'd start playing the guitar. And this guy in Pacific Junction, Iowa, which is right across the river in Iowa, used to get on there and call me Strum. So when I was a kid, I'd sit there and play the guitar with the mic keyed on the CB. It was crazy.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's an old.
So I was wondering, so I've seen like streams like on Twitch from like guys like Soda Poppin and White Boy 7th Street. They're American and they gamble online. So you're saying that it's mostly in the UK, but I've seen guys in America do it.
But they did it before they outlawed it online. And
Well,
then
no,
you can
Oh,
still
it's
play
outlawed
online.
now?
Matt,
That-
online
they
gambling is
play-
only legal in Delaware, New Jersey, and Nevada.
They play on this website called Bet Online, and I could technically play on that, even though it's not legal. But that casino is actually in Cuba, where they play on. Just so you know.
Yeah,
Like-
and the problem with that is they don't have to pay you. You know, I mean, they could just say, we're not going to pay you. You win a
That's
windfall of
the thing.
money, you're screwed. Who are you going to go to? I mean, Matt used to mess around a little bit with, and he'd win. I see Matt playing online, and he'd play roulette, and he'd be up $2,000, and I go to bed, and I get up the next morning and watch the end of his stream, and he lost it all back. But I think he did that because he probably wasn't confident he could collect.
Well, no, I would like put $200 in there, and one time I withdrew 2,000, and it took like 18 days before I got it.
That's
and
ridiculous.
I was like, this is stupid, and I don't have an account with them anymore, obviously. So, I mean, 18 days before you get your money is ridiculous.
Did you have to pay taxes on it?
Fuck no, I don't pay taxes on anything. I'm gonna have to this year though.
The amazing thing, if you know what you're doing, I mean, I've never paid taxes on gambling wins and I've had plenty of hand pays off of slot machines and stuff like that. You can write them off. You can write off your winnings up to the point of your losses. So, or your losses up to the point of your winnings. So if you have, 15,000 in hand pays, 30,000 in hand pays, 50,000 in hand pays, that's what you write off as losses, so that you're not paying taxes on those winners. You're not going to be able to write off your losses, obviously, beyond what you want.
Max in here from Sacramento.
The Kings.
Hi, Matt.
Kansas City Kings.
That's right. You probably can't even see you. There's Jim.
The casinos, RG in the United States now, the online casinos in the States are typically tied to a local casino, but they're usually served by a European company that has or like 888 or William Hill or somebody that has the experience in that, because they already have the infrastructure in place. So it's a windfall for the states. They have so little money invested. It's just and there's no overhead other than to who's ever serving their online casino. So it's just free money. It's just like somebody driving by and tossing money in their door is all it is. They absolutely will not lose. They lose a pinch of their commission to who's ever serving it, but other than that, it's free money, man. It's the most heinous thing in the world. I'd love to just fry every online casino on the face of the planet because it hurts so many people.
Max, all excited about he goes to GA and hasn't gambled in 6 months, so he tries to get everybody to stop when he comes in here.
That's cool. That's great.
I think, well, compared to the old Mac, it's way better than what he used to be doing. Trust me. Mac used to get up like $100,000 at Baccarat, and then he would leave losing $10,000.
Oh my God.
Get in there, Mac.
It's I've learned to control my gambling for the most part now. I don't have the urges to jump in the Jeep and drive to any of the close by casinos anymore. Like I said, it was February last time I went. I think I blew about $3,000, something like that. But Matt's seen a picture of the stack of cash that I brought home too. So I mean, but it'll get me in the long run. That's for sure.
Are you and Matt both from Nebraska?
No, I grew up close to where Matt grew up in Nebraska, but I haven't lived in Nebraska for a while now.
Okay.
I'm not going to put those vids on right now. Nice to see you. What's up, Chris? But been broke 1,000 times. Well, of course, Mac. I showed Cannon Man a couple. I haven't put videos up every time, but I've won some money here and there. But literally, all my money goes to my bills. Like, all my bills got paid this month, thank God, and that was from gambling. And like today, I lost 600 back, but it was all money that I had won from the other night. But anyway.
But you know as well as I do, you can't look at it that way, Matt. Once that money's
Well,
in your pocket,
no,
it's
and
your
I
money.
don't. I just don't have the, like the $2,000 or $3,000 to take out on a whim. Like I know exactly what I can take out and where I'm at with my money and how much I get paid next month, and to pay the bills. And it's way different when you don't have like a steady income and
It's called a budget.
Yeah, well, and you're working on commission. It's like, shit, I need to just keep working.
There's a lot of people that can't do that, Matt. I got to give you props. A lot of people can't work on commission. It's scary because they don't know when their next dollar's coming in. So it's a tough thing to do. You got to have balls to work for commission only. I think I lost Matt. I think Matt just blew up.
Oh, God.
Matt's gone. There's a picture of Eddie. I think we own the room now. He hit a button. I heard him bang a button on his computer, and then he disappeared.
What, me?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Did you shut your cam off?
No, there was something that popped on here that said technical difficulties, but I hit the X on it, and
okay,
that's it.
You got to quit surfing porn, man. What's up, Arch?
Hey, Archdeacon. What's that, Arnold? I'm in a bad place. You're right. I'm in Omaha.
I really wish we could get Demon in here sometimes. He's a funny guy.
I put the freaking link up. Mac, why don't you join us if you want? Why don't I play Baccarat or Blackjack instead of horses? I do play Blackjack, Mac. That's how I win most of my money.
Yeah, Matt, I've seen him. Matt wins on Blackjack because he's skilled at Blackjack. I won't say that he
What's
counts.
your biggest win bet?
But then he loses it on roulette.
Oh, about 1,250.
I got to tell y'all this. In Oklahoma, they charge these stupid fees to play blackjack. It's 50 cents a hand just for an anti-fee to play in Oklahoma. I don't like playing blackjack in Oklahoma because of that rule.
Yeah, that's stupid. You might as well play the slot machines. That
We
takes
don't
your
play-
odds to nothing.
We don't do that here.
Well, they don't do that in Minnesota either.
Well, the Oklahoma casinos are Indian reservation casinos, so right. They're not normal casinos. They're reservation casinos, and they can make up their own rules.
They must have lost some money one month, so they decided to charge 50 cents per hand.
I think that money goes to the government, I want to say. That's like the fee I believe they have to pay to the government of Oklahoma.
It's a tribe. I would guess, or something. The tribe has to pay it to them to be able to keep the casino open.
Probably the Comanches or whatever.
Iowa, when it was still the in its infancy with riverboat gambling, bankruptcies were up like 75% in the first 5 years because you had a bunch of farmers going to the casino losing all their money, and they had to adjust their style. A lot of casinos closed because the competition, they thought it was going to be a windfall, but they don't have the money. You get out to the East Coast and you got metropolitan areas like New York, Philadelphia, DC, Boston. it's crazy the amount of money that goes through casinos out here. And no, Mac, I've never even I was introduced to Michael Morgenstein through Matt and Matt seeing his videos. I'd never heard of the guy until then, and I think he's a joke as far as I'm concerned. He's a punk trying to make money off of people off of YouTube. But you know,
where's he at now? He's in jail again.
Yeah, he's you could suss him out in the first 10 seconds you listen to him talk. He's worse than me. I got everybody fooled, but I had most of the people fooled. He had everybody fooled. He had nobody fooled.
It's funny, he had all these gangbangers in LA on his side that all of them did all these videos saying how much money they were going to make, this and that.
Take care.
All
Nice
the
to see
videos
you.
are from 7 or 8 months ago. You look at their channels now, they haven't posted one thing about gambling since then. Oh, boy.
Nice to see you. Said good evening to you, Matt. He's on his way out. And Jer. I don't know if you're reading the
Hey,
chat.
nice to see you. Yeah, I sent him a text.
Okay.
Anyway, well, the good old Michigan game started. Who else is in here? Is anybody? Oh,
Arnold, I was busting Arnold's balls last week when we got into a dust up in Kitty's chat. And I said, I told him he just got out of jail the other day. He still remembers that. I like getting under people's skin, Arnold. So yeah, I tried to get you riled up.
well, Arnold gets drunk sometimes and just starts yelling at everybody, so it's kind of funny.
Well, I love the way he does it too, because he's got that accent. You know, I couldn't understand 3 words he was saying. So
He sounds like a drunken Scottish guy, but apparently he's from Liverpool.
yeah, it had nothing to do with what he said to me. I didn't understand the word he said. He was just raising his voice, so I wanted to give him some shit and get him wound up. Apparently it worked. But he got me wound up too, I got to admit. We were going back and forth there for a little bit. It was fun. It was fun. But I don't hold grudges, that's for sure. Arnold's
You're going to say hi to Sacramento, apparently.
Hi, Sacramento.
Go Kings.
yeah.
Maybe they'll win a game this month.
Who's the most prominent player for Kansas City Kings before they went to Sacramento?
Nate Archibald.
There you go, Tiny Archibald. You bet. Nice.
Hey,
That's
Matt, you think the Royals are going to do well this season, bounce back from last season?
No.
No.
Next question.
They're just doing a rebuild. They'll be back. They'll be back in their good form in a couple of years.
I'll say this. I think they might kind of be fighting for a wild card spot. I think the Cleveland Indians are just going to run away with that division this year.
I don't know, man. The Twins are pretty good too.
The Twins had a fluke season last year. They're going to be back to form this year.
I saw one game Kansas City played, and it was the Yankees when I was a kid. And I sat in the upper deck at the Royal Stadium. It was like watching ants run across the ground. I mean, you couldn't see anything, and it was straight up and down, 3 rows from the very top of the stadium. But it was cool because I got to see the Yankees and the Royals play.
I do a lot of, well, when I've gone to the Royals games, I've done videos on this channel before. Same with the Husker games, I think. So people, I don't know if they're still on there somewhere.
Yeah, whatever happened to all your like old videos? Like, I know you've made like over like at least 500 videos, but I can't find them anymore.
They're over 1,000 on my page. I deleted, well, I didn't delete. A lot of them are on private mode right now. I'll open a bunch back up again, but there's certain videos that I get in trouble for, like at the casinos. Like if I showed somebody's face or if I did something, they actually stopped Jer one time once they found my videos or something. Then they stopped you. What they say to you that one day?
Well, they were wondering why we keep checking the phones for
For Grant, the pay phones. So anyways, Jer texted me that security was talking to him. So I went down there right away, which I don't think they were expecting that. They thought I was just going to try to run away or hide or something. So I went down there and talked to all these freaking idiots. Sorry if you're watching, lovely security guards. You're not idiots. And got it kind of straightened out, but I had to delete certain videos. And then Ameristar, like the people at Horseshoe must have told Ameristar, and I was like pretty much banned from there for a while.
Okay, I'm back. That was weird, man. I just exited your group, and then there was an error signal, and then it put me right back in your group again.
Yeah, that's what happened with me. I don't know.
That's the first time that's ever happened to me.
So that's our lovely. But there should still be a lot of videos up. I don't think I deleted too many of them.
Yeah, Arnold, I actually heard you say that you had just got out of jail to Tim. That's why I use that, as part of my banter. I did hear you say that. So sorry, Matt. It was something that happened with me and Arnold the other day.
Oh, it's all good. What do I care?
Scottish Cockney.
Are you getting wasted, Candid Man? You don't drink hardly ever, do you?
No, I drank a whole bottle of Legend of the Vine, Cabernet Sauvignon, or whatever it's called, and it was gone a half hour ago. So yeah. I'm just happy. Just happy. I'm not drunk. I have my wits about me, but I'm happy.
There you go. I'm not a wine.
I'm a happy drunk, though. I got 2 more bottles of wine, but I'm not going to open them. They're special occasions.
Yeah, Tuesday.
But you know what? That $11.95 bottle of wine that somebody gave me kept me from going to the casino tonight. So it saved me thousands. So,
well, there you go. What's a special occasion? You never go out with anybody. When was the last time you were on a date? Damn it, we gotta get you a date.
I don't talk about those details, Matt. I just don't. I don't bring my personal life any more than a little bit of history and fun into chat. I just can't. I can't do it.
We want to see a picture of that inflatable.
I'll tell you what. You go to my gym. I wish I could bring you to the gym with me one night. 10 or 12 chicks that are constantly at my shirt tail will convince you that I don't have any problem when I want to get a piece of ass, get a piece of ass.
Well, I know you got plenty of dogs in your neighborhood.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a hot-looking Cocker Spaniel right down the street.
I think Forethought said, what did he say the other day? My dog's pregnant, man. I can't believe it. And I was like, why didn't you wear a condom?
Yeah, Arnold, actually, I am. I'm a virgin, and I hope one day I'll meet the right woman and be able to copulate. But as for now, I'll just remain a virgin and dream about it. Watch porn, masturbate. Yeah, that's my life.
Yeah, it's crazy because I'm 21 years old, and like all my friends are like getting engaged, and it's getting to that time of college where everyone's starting to get engaged and married, and I'm just like sitting here like, what's a girlfriend? Like I'm just the kind of guy that like always gets friend zoned by like every girl, and it sucks.
Dude, your voice is so familiar. Do you ever see that video? It was America's Most Talented, or whatever the case may be, America's Got Talent, and they did he was homeschooled, and he played the piano and sang a song, and he went to prom with his mom. And all the women were going crazy. I mean, they were all standing up in front. He's like, yeah, suddenly he realizes that he was desirable. He just never realized he was desirable till he got on stage. And if you ever see it, do the one homeschool kid plays piano on America's Got Talent or something like that. Check that out, because your voice is almost a duplicate of that guy. It's pretty cool.
Don't try to talk the kid up, Cannon Man. Just don't ever get a girlfriend, dude. It's way easier that way. Trust me. Don't ever get married. That's for sure. Cannon Man had the right idea with that. Oh, what happened? We went on mute.
Hey, Candid Man, I was just watching that video. You're right, dude. I do sound like that kid.
Don't you? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's a great video though, man. It's classic. I love it. I mean, that kid's got it. What's this? What's nice to see saying? Clip though. I just come back a minute to ask you, will you do a blog in Texas? I've just subbed and I'll watch if you upload one, and also Matt and Candid do one blog video. Nice to see. I'll do the occasional live or hang out in somebody's hangout, but I won't do a video. I do enough on YouTube and Facebook and all those things in my other life. I just come here as Candid Man to hang out and have fun. So that's about as far as I go with it.
Yeah, man. I used to make YouTube videos about this show called The Walking Dead, but that was a couple years ago. I don't do any of those YouTube videos anymore. It's just I got kind of sick and tired of YouTube, and I was one of those like dreamers that thought I could like make it my part-time job or something like that, and I was never able to get famous. So I mean, I have some old videos on there. You could probably find some vlogs of me, but I don't do anything anymore.
What do you mean I had answered you? I do vlogs all the time. Nice to see you.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of videos on his channel. Oh, he wants to see Texas.
Oh, I mean, Texas isn't that interesting, man. It's just like flat, and there's just nothing here.
Google Maps Street View, you'll see Texas.
Yeah, and literally, Texas, if you take like the rural roads like I did last time going to South Padre, it's literally like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I thought I was going to die half the time.
I used to date a girl in Midland, Odessa area, and that was always a fun time for me down there.
Yeah.
Dallas Alley. There was a piano bar in there in Dallas Alley that was great in Dallas. Love that.
Hey, nice to see you. Why don't you join the stream, man?
Yeah, nice to see. We don't. NGS lives in Texas. Matt lives in Nebraska. I grew up in Nebraska, but I don't live in Texas either, so I wouldn't be able to do that anyway. I live in an undisclosed location. Like Bernie on the old Iraq videos. We're at an undisclosed location in Iraq.
Arnold, he can see what you're typing, man. I think Jer went up to take a shower or something. Whatever.
I heard somebody like really get pissed off. Hang on a second. What was that? No, NJS is still there. NJS, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Oh, okay. I heard somebody like really just kind of go off. It must have been the TV.
It's what Walking Dead's watching in the background.
I'm not watching anything right now.
No. Well, there you go.
Maybe another hangout's bleeding into our hangout.
Shit, sorry guys. I was watching this unbelievable poker guy named Lappy Poker that someone was telling me to listen to his voice. Arnold was telling me to.
Yeah. Michigan was up a ton. Florida State's coming back. Are you watching the game, Cannon Man, or you just
No, I don't have it up. I could pull it up on one of my sports channels, but I'll watch the Final Four maybe. But let's see what the score is. It's 10-7. It's still early.
10 to 12. Michigan.
Oh, 12-10 Michigan?
Yep.
The ESPN is lagging in their score. Bastards.
Later, Mac. I think we're going to get out of here, too. I think Jer's taking a shower, unless people want to stay on here. There's only 7 people in here.
I don't think anybody else is live, though. I think
somebody's got to be live. Kitty or somebody in the UK.
Kitty was live earlier, but she's not live anymore that I know of. She hasn't been live for 27 minutes. Let me see who's live. Mark. Let's see. Mark's not live. Who else?
Timmy's with therapy right now, I think.
I'll tell you in a second if Tim's live. Hang on. Tim is live. Yep. Everybody's in Tim. Disco time. 39 watching in Tim's room. We should go. Let's go raid Tim's room.
Well, hold on. Put the link up on my page so people know where the hell we're going.
All right. Yeah, it's Tim live. He's got a live channel. Hang on.
I'm staying right here, Mac. But Jers up taking a shower. Candid, did you watch my video from the other day?
That's Tim's. Yeah, I did watch it. Yeah, it was a good video. I enjoyed that.
Did you like my shout out to the vegans?
Yeah.
I didn't get one comment from any of them.
I don't think they know your channel.
I know.
You didn't give them enough grief. And Forethoughts gave them a lot of grief. I know that planting guy wanted a piece of Forethoughts. And the personal trainer, Blake Logan.
Oh God.
I was triggering him in the text chat the first night they were in. And that's when Vic kept fucking banning me.
Yeah.
He had no reason to fucking ban me, the cunt. I mean, and I don't say that word very often toward women, but she pissed me off. And to this day, I think she's just a fucking loony bin. I'll never go in her chat ever again. Ever.
It's crazy. People don't know.
A member told me, he goes, well, you loved her the other day. And I said, yeah, that's before I knew what she was like. She's freaking whacked out of her fucking mind. Jesus Christ. I mean, scary fucking whack. She doesn't read. She's as bad as Tim when it's reading the text. She thinks everybody's talking about her. Whew.
Yeah, but whatever. All right, guys. Well, thanks for popping in. We're all headed to Timmy's page, I guess.
All right. Later, y'all.
Hey, and JS, good luck to you, man. And tell your friend or whoever, self-exclude. That's the only way.
Yes, thank you so much for that advice. I appreciate it, brother.
And check into Texas and see what they do as far as see if it counts toward lottery and scratch offs. I know that it can't on the lower end because you walk in and you cash them in at the convenience store that you bought it in. But the bigger end, if they're not going to be able to collect, they're not going to buy them. It would be devastating. So Arnold, buddy, take care. Maybe see you in Tim's.
We'll see you later, Walking Dead. Thanks for popping in.
Thank you. Yeah,
and JS, take care. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Matt, are you going over to Timmy's or are you going to head downtown with Jerry? Oh, you already jumped out? Okay. Later, Gator. Oh man. I could put porn in your hangout right now and get you banned for life.